Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Good morning, cyber friends. Happy Monday. Guess what day it is? It is day 30 of our intentional wellness challenge. We did it, Joe. We did it. I intentionally cared about myself, poured into myself, loved myself, got myself together mentally, physically. I ate right. I slept decently. I cared about my mental health. I progressed, I grew, I healed parts and pieces along the way. I'm feeling better, I'm feeling good. And life is great. I had the best weekend. So you are getting these videos late. I'm so sorry. But you are getting them nonetheless because the challenge has been completed, baby. Let us take care of our last day. I hate to see leave, but I love to watch you walk away. All right, let's go ahead and finish up our day strong. Today is day 30. Welcome back, cyber friends. I am so very happy to see you. This is our last episode. We have officially made it 30 days strong of being intentional about our wellness. I'm proud of myself. I'm excited. And it was a fun journey. I'm not going to lie to you. We're not going to do a traditional prompt. We're just going to say our final thoughts and our final feelings and what we plan on taking forward and things we still wish to accomplish and work on. But I feel very good. I feel very positive. Again, last year took me through a lot. And so I was finally ready to pull myself out of that dark space and stop letting life whoop me. And I knew things that I wanted to change, things I wanted to work on, but I didn't quite have a plan put together. So it took me a minute to get a plan together. And initially, that is how the challenge began. It was my plan to get my life back in order, my mind back in order, and just start enjoying living life all over again, relearning to love myself, relearning to care about myself, pour into myself. And I would say that I have accomplished that. I went to therapy last week. I was telling my therapist, this is the most at peace I have felt in such a long while. This is the most happiness I have felt in such a while. And I said, I'm not even going to lie to you. It's scaring me. It feels scary to feel this good about yourself, to feel this good about your life, because it's just like, where there is a happy, where there is a up, there is also a down. So it's just like, when will the next shoe drop? When will I have to be sad again? When will I have to be depressed again? I'm not ready to feel that. And then I told her as well, it's also in a space of like, I feel so good that it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel true. Like, am I genuinely happy? Because I'm happy. I feel content. Or am I having a manic episode? We literally pulled up the definition of, you know, having manic episodes, and she made me take a test, and I'm happy and proud to say I am not having a manic episode. This is actually me, my life, my feelings, and how everything is going. So I'm excited about that. Again, it's a scary feeling, but it also feels good. Learning self, learning stuff about myself, growing. Like, for example, over the weekend, me and my best friend, we went out. If you know me, you know that's not really my vibe. I'll go out for people's birthdays, for my birthday, I won't be a party pooper. That's the normal thing to do. People want to go enjoy nightlife, but everybody does not enjoy it or relate to it. And so I have social anxiety. I'm an introvert. Too many people, so much energy, like it makes me clam up in a shell. It makes me uncomfortable. Like maybe I'll enjoy the first 30 minutes of it, and then after that, I'm ready to go home. And of course, you're not going home after the first 30 minutes of being outside. You're there for some hours. And so in those hours, I am just trying to push through as best as I can, but I'm miserable. When I say I went out with my best friend over the weekend and there wasn't a single moment that I disliked, who is she? I enjoyed the music. That's one of the biggest things, especially here in Oklahoma, that annoys me about the nightlife is there is not really a place for colored people, urban people, for us to really just enjoy the music. But we've been finding spaces lately that I'm around my people, and boy, does it show, and boy, does it feel good. I vibed out to so much music. If you were on my TikTok and you experienced me on live this weekend, you saw how much I was enjoying myself and how much of a good time I was having. The drinks was good. And I'm not even a big drinker like that, but I had a couple of drinks. The drinks were doing what they needed to do. One of the places had food. The fried catfish was doing what it needed to do. The people were pretty kind and welcoming for the most part. Of course, when you're going out, there'll be a couple of weirdos, or you'll be bothered by people you don't really want to be bothered by and things of that nature. But it wasn't an overwhelming amount. I wasn't uncomfortable long. Like, that's not something that I'm used to in any way, shape, or form. Like, me and my best friend kept talking to each other, and we just kept saying, we are coming back here. We are going to do this again. And I went out Saturday, right? And then I turned around and I went out Sunday too. That's not me at all. I barely go out 2 weekends in a row, let alone 2 days in a row, back to back to back. I can't stand being outside like that. But I'm telling you, life felt so good. Like, this is what it's supposed to be feeling like. I'm experiencing this happiness, this happy feeling being out and about, how people say that they feel. And I've never felt that before. Again, I'm just like, who is she? So I'm going to take that. I'm going to expand on that. I'm going to keep trying new things and new experiences. This weekend coming up, I will be in Dallas and I'm going to go to a DJ class. If you know me, you know I love music. So that's going to feed the soul right there. I'm going to still continue to do the aerial classes. I'm going to still continue to teach myself how to bake recipes. And of course, there's just going to be other classes and hobbies and things that I'm going to want to get into. If you are sticking around for what's next on Mystic's channel, I want to get back into my skincare. I've always really loved skincare. So I'm trying a Korean skincare brand. If you are interested in that, please go over to the next playlist that'll be coming soon after this. I'm also really into gardening. I've already got my seeds. I am wanting to build something for my balcony so I can plant some stuff out here as well instead of just growing stuff in my home. So I will be letting you in on my gardening chronicles. So I will be starting a series for that too. So there's just so many fun things. Of course, I travel the most in the summer, so I will take you along and get more into my travel vlogs. But I'm here to expand. I'm here to live life. But back to the conversation I was having with my therapist about, I don't remember life feeling this good, life feeling so peaceful again. As a kid, I was so afraid to do everything. I was so shy. I was in a bubble. I was in a shell. And it's like in these last 5 years, I would say this is the most social and comfortable with myself and my surroundings that I have ever been. And it feels really, really good. And so she's obviously happy for me, encouraging that for me. But again, we live in reality. And so one day the shoe will drop. One day I will experience sadness again, depression again. But she said, I think you have found your perfect formula to get you back to happiness again. And I think that's really what it did for me. Like with coping, you find your things for coping. And like I said, sometimes you have to revamp your coping. Sometimes what you were doing for your coping stops working. And I have found my new rhythm. And I don't think I've completely even had a full rhythm before. But now I have completely found something to where if I do X, Y, and Z, this is what I'm going to get. So I won't say that I'm completely afraid to be sad again, because I know there is something that I can do to get me back to this spot. So going forward, that's what we're going to do. If I fall into that sadness again, that deep depression again, I'm starting this wellness journey all over again. And like I said, I'm going to continue. This wasn't something that I was just going to do for 30 days and never do again. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to still keep taking care of myself, eating better, still journaling, still doing my hobbies. I'm still going to do those things. I am still going to do what I need to do as far as getting my time management together so I can truly live by a schedule and a routine, because I know I work best with one. It's already kind of tricky, but I know it's going to get trickier as time goes on. In the summer, as I will be traveling and going different places, being in different time zones. But I'm going to try to the best of my ability. And that's all you can do, is try. But I feel good. I feel happy. I feel that I am in a great mental space. And not to say life doesn't happen, things aren't wrong, or I don't have stressors in my life, because I absolutely do. I still have things going on in the midst of this. Things have gone on in the 30 days. But overall, my quality of life just feels 10 times better. And I'm so happy that you have given me the time, the intention, and you have watched me learn more and more. And if you ever want to do an update, a check in on where I'm at with my journey, I don't have a problem with sharing it with you at all. But I'm going to show you some progress pictures and things, or videos or whatever. And we're just going to end it on a peaceful, happy note. I'm happy to be here, happy to live life, happy that I kept going, because there was a point in time I did not want to keep going. So, thanks for listening.